Should the government regulate the market? Hi everyone, today I'd like to discuss one of the most fundamental questions in economics and public policy. Should the government regulate the market or should the market regulate itself? For centuries, economists have debated the proper role of government in the economy. Some believe that free markets produce the best outcomes because competition encourages efficiency and innovation. Others argue that markets often fail, making government intervention both necessary and desirable. Supporters of the free market emphasize the power of competition. When firms compete for consumers, they have strong incentives to lower prices, improve quality, and develop new products. Consumers benefit because they have more choices, while inefficient businesses eventually leave the market. According to this view, excessive government regulation may reduce innovation, discourage investment, and create unnecessary bureaucracy. Business may spend more time complying with regulations than creating value for society. Furthermore, government officials do not always possess enough information to allocate resources more efficiently than millions of individual consumers and firms. However, markets are not perfect. Economists identify several situations known as market failures, where free markets fail to allocate resources efficiently. One example is externalities. A factory may produce goods at low cost while releasing pollution into nearby rivers. Although the company earns profits, local residents bear the environmental and health costs. Without government regulation, the market price fails to reflect these social costs. Another example is public goods. National defense, public parks, and street lighting benefit everyone, but private companies often have little incentive to provide them because it is difficult to charge individual users. Governments therefore play an essential role in financing these services. Markets may also create monopolies. When one company dominates an hit industry, competition disappears. The firm may raise prices, reduce product quality, and limit consumer choice. Antitrust laws exist precisely because governments recognize that competition itself sometimes requires regulation. In my opinion, the debate should not be framed as government versus market. Instead, governments and markets perform different but complementary functions. Markets are highly effective at encouraging efficiency, innovation, and economic growth. Governments, meanwhile, should intervene when markets fail to protect consumers, preserve competition, or address environmental and social problems. The challenge is not deciding whether governments should regulate markets. The challenge is determining when, where, and to what extent regulation is appropriate. Too little regulation may lead to exploitation and market failure. Too much regulation may reduce efficiency and innovation. Ultimately, a successful economy depends on finding the right balance between economic freedom and public responsibility. So here's my question for you. Do you believe governments should intervene only when markets fail, or should they play a much larger role in directing economic activity? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for listening. See you next time.